Here we are at the Marion County Health Department.
Built in 1892 at the unique gospel tabernacle by riverboat captain then went on was John Phillips.
How you doing? Name's Craig.
Good, hon. Nice to meet you.
I was just gonna shake your hand. That's all.
I'm sweaty.
We don't allow any. Let me show you our.
Don't touch me.
Let me show you our policy. We don't allow any videotaping in a medical facility.
This isn't
because of HIPAA regulations. Are you familiar with
HIPAA? I'm very familiar with it.
Yeah. Come, let me bring you out to the lobby, away from where we have clients who are here for public health services.
Mm-hmm.
Could I? Come on. Could I bring you out here to the main lobby?
I don't need to go over there. What do you need me over there for?
I just want to get you away from the WIC area so that you're not so close to the.
You're pretty close.
We have where we have folks who are. Oh, excuse me, boy, you got the camera right in my face.
Yeah.
So could I ask you to step into the lobby area, please?
You can ask.
Could you please step in the lobby area with me?
For what reason, sir?
Sir, because I want to move you away from the area where public health services are being delivered.
Is this a restricted area?
This is a waiting area for people who are receiving public health services. And actually, since you have a camera running, what you're doing is you're filming people who are receiving medical services that are subject to the health and medical private information. So could I get you to stop filming, please? We'd like to ask you to please stop filming in our facility. We have a policy.
I know policy, unfortunately, doesn't trump law, and the law is that I have a right to record public servants in the course of their duties. Smith versus City of Cummings.
Right, but public servants, not people who are getting public health services. Yeah. So you're fine to video me. I'm fine with that.
Right. Anybody in public has no expectation of privacy. If I'm out on the street yelling out my social security number and somebody takes that, that's my fault, not theirs.
But you're in a medical facility. Do you understand that
this
there
is
are
the health
people,
department? Yes, I
people
record them all over the state.
They're receiving medical services?
Yeah, I know what they're here for.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's no issue there. Like I said, I do them all over the state, health departments.
I'd like to ask you to stop filming in our facility. Could you please stop filming in our facility?
As soon as I gather my content for my story, because I'm an independent journalist, then I will.
We have a public information officer and a process for getting you as a credentialed journalist, getting information. But could I ask you to stop filming, please?
No, I'm not going to stop filming. But I don't call those people because I don't need permission.
Mm-hmm.
The Constitution, the First Amendment, right to free press.
Right.
That gives
right.
me permission.
Well, could I ask you to stop filming in this medical facility, please? Sir, could you please stop and have a conversation with me without the camera running?
Well, I don't
Would
have
that be?
Well, see, here's the problem. When we have conversations with state employees off the camera, sometimes things get said, and then when you try to go back on them, it's a he said, she said.
Well, I am
The
an
camera-
honest man, so
Well, I
I
don't doubt that.
realize that.
I don't doubt that. I'm not here to say someone's dishonest, but the camera will make sure that we all stay honest.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's come and have a conversation in
Sure,
a place
sure.
where we won't have clients.
Sure, absolutely.
Now, you're filming clients now who are doing vitals. Could I ask you to please not film people who have not given you permission
They
to
don't need
film
to give me permission. If
in
they're
a medical facility? This is a medical facility. Do you understand, sir, the
It's a
health
public.
information,
It's a
privacy?
Yes, the HIPAA laws
Right.
apply to custodians, okay, and they're the people that they delegate their records to. It doesn't apply to the general public. If there's a HIPAA violation here, that's your guys' violation, not mine.
Right, and I'm
Okay.
trying to prevent a HIPAA violation, which is my responsibility by stopping you from filming people who are in a medical facility. Do you understand that? What you are doing is you are creating a situation where I am liable to HIPAA violation rules because I'm allowing you to film people who are in a medical facility. Do you see that?
No.
Maybe you wouldn't get the violation, but it's my job to prevent you from filming people in the.
So is confidential information kept out in the public?
Of course not.
Okay. So
But
what's the problem?
people are here for private medical services.
Step back a little bit
Well,
from me,
that's,
please.
well, you just want me on the camera, that's all.
All
So,
right, that's all right.
so
Well, here, let me do this. I'll put on a 360-degree camera, and no matter where you go, I'll get you.
tell you what, let me go get some help. I'll be right back.
There you go.
Yeah, I know. No, I have to call. Oh, yeah, last night. I heard about that. Last night, I told you that. I forgot, but I told you that. I didn't have to write it.
Did you find out anything?
Yeah, we're working on it. I just want to make sure that you're not filming clients in our WIC area. This main waiting room is okay if people consent to you to being on camera and being filmed for a story. And so you don't believe that people have to give you consent to be filmed?
No, in the United States, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
So anybody so if these people don't wish to be in your story, you don't consider that a valid reason, that you don't think they should have a say as to whether they're in your story or not? Is that what you're saying?
If people want privacy, they should stay at home, is what I'm saying.
Okay, that's actually
You know, pull
Not-
down the blinds. Because if I'm standing outside your house and you have your blinds open, and you and your wife are doing a naked dance in the living room, and I'm out there recording it, that's perfectly legal. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but I don't have to agree with what you're saying.
Well, you don't
Because when
have to
somebody
agree.
comes into a facility, there is an expectation that if they're going to be publishing a story, that they should have a say in that. And
Yeah.
all of the journalists who we work with regularly have the same well, similar equipment, of course, not the more amateurish stuff, but they have similar equipment, and they talk to us and they ask us questions, and then they see if they ask people's permission if they can
I
be in the story.
No, I
And that's
understand.
how journalists do their work. So it's
Some journalists.
it's most journalists do their work. Now, folks who just want to film, I mean, that's another thing.
Right.
I mean, I could see if you're out in the park and you're just kind of filming around, but when folks are coming in and they're here for example, people here are for births and death certificates, and a birth is a happy situation.
Yeah.
A death is not, and some
This is
people
true.
may just want some privacy. In the case where you were filming out there and where I first confronted you because we didn't want you back in the WIC interviewing area, because those are folks who have qualified for services and benefits because they're at risk in certain
Who
situations.
pays for those services and benefits?
I do, just like you do.
No, so the public does.
Well, that's right.
So
So
the-
the people who are going there for specific public health services. So it would
Absolutely.
be like you walking into a hospital and going, well, not to a sterile area, but going into a clinical area where people are there for maybe some pretty sensitive services. They do have an expectation of some privacy, which we try to protect.
Well, you know what the difference is between a hospital and the health department?
Go ahead.
One's privately owned.
No, not all hospitals. Advent Health here in Ocala is a public hospital. There are other
Public, they're owned by the county, or?
public. They're owned by they're like a nonprofit, so they're a public hospital. Public health and public hospitals, they're in the same. Well, even privately owned hospitals are part of the public health system. It's a little more complicated than what you're looking for, but the point you're trying to make is that this is a county building, therefore
publicly funded.
it is publicly funded.
And I
But
don't
the
know any
people-
hospital that's paid for with taxes. Do you know a hospital that's paid for with taxes? I know what you're
All
saying.
hospitals
with
receive some taxes.
they receive taxes.
Oh,
All
sure.
hospitals. They're
Sure,
all
of
publicly
some
funded.
sort. But they have some public funding. There's a lot of grant funding that drives how people get their care. And it's
How people get their care, but not how the hospital gets its operating budget.
Yes, because that's how you get your operating budget. That's how you provide care, by getting funding. Things don't happen for free.
Okay, so
So
you're
there's
saying
all kinds of public funding that goes into a lot of medical facilities.
good. How are you? My hands are sweaty, my man.
That's right. Yeah, listen, Craig told me, I just appreciate it if you want to do this, if you can focus in areas where we don't have sensitive information.
But hopefully, there's no sensitive
Well, it's
information in the public.
Clients' information, where they walk in and they're going to specific clinics.
Yeah.
That's like an identifiable. I don't have an issue here.
Well, right. I'm not trying to get people's
Oh, I know,
information.
I know.
You
But just,
know,
you
so-
understand that if you see them and they go to a certain area, that kind of lets them know why they come to the health department. I don't have an issue if you want to continue to go through here, as long as you're not disrupting clients.
No, I didn't say nothing to nobody.
I believe it, and as long as if we're not getting any complaints,
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do. But,
Thank you.
But just like I said, if you'll just keep focused into more of these areas, because these are areas where we're not going individuals into specific clients, because then
Sure.
that starts identifying where they're going to seek services, and that gets back to a different story.
Okay, what story does that get back
Well, that
to?
gets back to you're identifying why a client is coming in for services, and then we start talking on the Hipaa side, and into the.
Well, Hipaa, I already explained to him. That applies to you guys.
Well, it applies to you guys, and it applies to how the information is released and what clients are going into what clinics.
Right,
and stuff
right.
like
No,
that. So-
and I told him I do health departments all over the state, and I get the same Hipaa argument.
Well, it's, like I said,
And here's the bottom line: if you guys are allowing information to be seen by my eyes, not even my camera, but by my eyes. So if I can see it with my eyes, I can see it with my camera. Okay, if you're allowing that, you guys are in violation.
I think the big thing is there again, looking and you're not hearing anything, you're not transferring into hearing stuff, and
Right.
that's how we've kind of
Even if I was to catch something on that, I would erase it.
But yeah, like I said,
That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to document how my public dollars are being used by my public employees in my public building.
we appreciate that.
Thank
because
you.
That's what it goes. So Yeah, like I said, you can just stay focused away
Yeah.
in these areas.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Like I said,
as long as I'm not getting any complaints from clients.
I was actually just looking at the walls basically, and I turn around real quick, and I might catch somebody here and there, but I'm not here for.
Yeah, he was
I'm not here
catching
for-
some WIC clients. He was definitely getting the WIC clients on camera, and I've tried to explain that WIC is
I'm getting
is a
these people
clinic
on
that we really
client,
don't
too.
want in there. But this is an open
This is
area.
open area. There's no.
But we just don't want you back by WIC.
Right. Well, I understand, and in furtherance of that, restricted access signs. Okay, because anything that's open to the public, you see, there's no restricted access. There's no door. There's no lock. I can walk back there legally. I can walk back there.
No, that's right. You can certainly walk all the way through.
Yeah.
Just there again, no one else is giving you consent for videotaping.
They don't have
clients.
to.
Well, the clients who might be. That's when we're talking to our legal, their concern is that. But you know what? I get it. Just if you'll just focus in there, as long as I'm not getting any complaints from back here, and clients are it's a public access building. Just keep your focus on this side and
Yeah,
where you
I
might
try
not
to
be.
keep it off them. Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah, man.
All right, take it easy.
Have a good day.
You too, guys.
Client number 31, to window 7.
Alright, guys, he came out, told us pretty much what we needed to know. Help this lady here opening the door. You betcha. Do you need help with that? You got that?
Oh, no. I
Make
got
sure the little guy's alright.
too lazy to go around to the
I hear that.
lamp.
Yeah, see you later, buddy. Alright, so, health department check. We can definitely go in video. They tried to say some stuff about WIC clients and stuff like that. We know that's not true. If the police were to be called out and showed up and said anything about it, they'd tell them the same thing. Hopefully. You never know today. You guys have seen the videos, so I ain't gonna spend a whole bunch of time in here today. I'm not gonna stand around and badger them. Just wanted to come in, let them know, hey, I'm in the area. Be back in the area. Make sure we're complying with all the proper photography laws, people's rights to record in public accessible areas. I have to check on that. All hospitals get public funding. I'm gonna have to look in that for sure. I mean, I'm sure they do get some tax breaks and some other oddities, but I don't know if we actually pay taxes to support the hospital. We'll see. Maybe he's right. Alright guys, last audit for the day. I'm out. I'll be back out in a couple of days. We'll get some more content up for you guys. Thanks again to all my subscribers, people that watch, people that leave comments. Trolls be damned.